Alex. This is Lori Camp with Soul Sisters Digital Design. You were instructed or told to me as the best person to watch this video, so that's why I'm sending it to you. But I'm shooting this video to show you how your business stacks up against your competition online and to give you some steps you could take to improve things. Now, as Google crawls the web, it looks at three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So those are the things that I'm going to be talking about. Now, content, when I'm referring to that, I'm really just referring to the words and images on your site. Google likes to see between 1,500 and 2,000 words on the page, kind of minimum. And what that does is it gives you a really good idea. It gives the algorithm a really good idea of what you do and where you are. The amount really depends on the competition, on your competition, and the number of keywords needed to beat them and to target what you're looking for. Now, what's a keyword? A keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. And your content is what allows you to really let Google know what you want to be found for. So, by placing those keywords all throughout your page, you tell Google exactly what kind of people might be interested in your service. For example, let's just say you're a plumber in Orlando. Well, you want that to be everywhere on your page and tell Google that so it can tell users that you exist. Now I've got your website pulled up here. I really love kind of the layout of it. I love the look of it. It's very clean. The palette's great. And I love the fact that you've got actual pictures of your work rather than just stock photos. People love actual pictures. And the call to action button up here with the schedule installation now and call now. I even prefer email us now. I love all of those things. What I don't see a lot of though is actual content. So when I copied and pasted your website into a word counter, I actually found that you're sitting at about 253 words on the page. So there's definitely room to grow and to be able to add additional keywords to your page so you can kind of hyper focus on what you're looking for. Now let's take a look at a search. And so because I see that you are a tile installer in Orlando, that's kind of what I looked for. If I look at tile install Orlando, Florida, what comes up first is what we call the map pack. Obviously, more and more people are using these. It makes a business super easy to find. And you get a lot of bump in traffic for being in the top 3. And you guys are number 1, so that is amazing. As you know, the steps to getting here are making sure that you have a Google business profile, making sure that it is completely and correctly filled out, and then also having your name, address, and phone number listed in as many relevant directories on the web as possible. Now, directory can be anything like Yelp, it could be the Yellow Pages. Facebook could even act as a directory. The idea being really the more times that Google finds you all over the internet, the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. And every time you do that, and put your name, address, and phone number in the same format in a directory, that is known as a citation. And because you guys are in the top 3, like you're going to see a 30% increase in traffic to your website based even over and above organic results. So below the map pack is what we call the organic results, and that just means not paid. So I don't really count Angie's List or Yelp because those are directories when I'm looking for competition. And so if I bypass Angie, Yelp, Home Advisor, Thumbtack, I come to you. So you guys are actually the top organic result for this search term. So that's amazing. By being in these top organic result and being at the top of the map pack, you should be seeing, like I said, about a 30% increase in traffic from your site, kind of by having both of those things in play. But below you, so again, I don't count a directory like Home Depot or Better Business Bureau. Below you is this footprintsfloors.com and then flooringcontractorsorlando.com. So those are the two people that are the two websites that I am comparing you against. So here's the first one, Footprints Floors, and here is the second one. Now, when I'm analyzing a website, I like to use this tool called Ahrefs. What it does is it lets me really see what's going on with your site. I can see that you are getting about 285 visits to your websites from unique visitors per month, and you're being found for 162 keywords. The other thing I do is I look at these measurements over here. I'll get to that in a second. But let's drill down and look at the keywords that you're being found for. So tile installation Orlando is a top one. That term, those three words together, that term is being searched 200 times per month. But you guys are in the sixth spot for that, which means that it's getting you about 10 visitors per month for that word alone. So that's awesome. If we look at footprints, we can see that they're getting over their entire domain, they're getting 7.8 thousand traffic per month with 8,000 keywords, and so they're ranging the gamut. But they're a number one for some floors and things like that. So those are something they're obviously up and coming, not only for tile but for other floors as well. And then if we look at flooring contractors, Orlando.com, this one right here, Flooring Pro installers, and they are getting about 17 unique visitors per month, and they're being found for about 54 keywords. Tile installation Orlando being one of them. The thing about that is, you guys, you remember if you were like in position of 6, I think they're in position 11 for that term, so that's only getting them 3.8 visits per month for that term for them. Now, the other thing that I look at is what we call a backlink. So what is a backlink? A backlink is just anywhere that you find one website linking to another via clickable or hyperlinked text. Now, these links act like an endorsement. Let me go back over to your page. These links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses, again, to build trust in your business, because it's basically other websites vouching for you. It is literally like a popularity contest where the person with the most wins. But not all links are created equal, so it's worth really looking at the links that you're getting, because they need to be relevant to your business. And obviously, the more powerful person, the originating site to begin with, lends more power to you. It's kind of transferring some of that power to you. So how I compare websites is I use these two measurements right here, UR and DR. Now, the UR is really kind of a calculated trust rating, and the DR is kind of a power rating. These ratings will really impact where you fall in the search results and are driven by those backlinks that I just talked about. These are scales on 0 to 100. So right now you're rating about a 12 on that scale for trust, and about a 4.1 on your power. If I look at these guys, the footprints floors, they're rating at about a 3 on their trust scale and about a 28 on their power. And then if I look at the flooring contractors Orlando.com, they're not really rating at all for the trust, and they got about a 6 on the power. So it doesn't really matter how many backlinks you have. Like, you could have thousands and still have really low ratings. So the quality of those ratings is super important, as is the power, and the relevancy or what they're coming from. But once that content power or content backlinks and citations start to come together, that's when you begin ranking higher and higher, and more customers find you. And you guys are obviously doing a really good job of that right now. You just want to keep doing it. And if there's services that you want to target and focus on, like maybe you want to do that demolition, or maybe there's other services that you want to add, you need to make sure that those things are in place for those other services. But if you find yourself wanting to learn more, or to continue scaling or shift focus, please reach out. I can help you. I can even put together, do some research and figure out exactly what might be a realistic for your business and what it might take to help you reach any goals that you've got. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I look forward to your feedback. My name again is Lori. I'm with Soul Sisters Digital Design. I'm based out of Stark. My number is 352-235-9803. Thanks so much for watching.